And so one of the things about relaxing now the physical body, very often the emotions first take priority, but next comes the physical body. And we can take each part of our body separately. I often start with a small pinky or a finger on the hand and go through all the fingers on both hands. And maybe I split it down even more into the joints in the fingers and the fingernail and the veins and arteries and nerves that run through that part of the body, and the muscle tissue and the ligaments and the joints and so on. And each part of those is focused upon, because that's how consciousness separates an element of itself, is to focus. And we focus thereby, but we focus in a gentle and a soft and a flowing way. And I like to make the flowing in all directions. So we might imagine an energy flowing through a finger of my hand, and it flows both out and in, both sideways to the right and sideways to the left. Or it swirls, or it flows diagonally, or it forms as if it forms a sphere in the image of my mind, and the sphere rotates, and every slice of that sphere is relaxed and healed and made whole. And so the reason for this multifaceted, multi-directional kind of approach to relaxing just one part of the body is because consciousness really is that relationship of connection in all directions. And you almost have to unfocus. You focus first on a part, but then unfocus within the focus to go in all directions, to kind of dissolve and allow that part of one's body to reconnect in every and all directions. There's also a reason for repeating sometimes, doing it several times, because just as acidity sometimes requires 10 times as much alkalinity to dissolve the acidity, where acidity is on the separative side of consciousness, so too in our mind's eye we sometimes have to repeat over and over again the same relaxing thought until it finally penetrates, until it finally dissolves what is on fire, what is inflamed, until it finally undoes the ill state. Just as water overcomes fire, so watery meditative thought will overcome an inner state of consciousness that is on the separative side, that is on the ill side, that is on the inflamed side. And we want to get into ultimately that state of total inner peace, total inner at oneness, so that then our inner being is rejuvenated, and then we can go back out into the world with all the force, with all the energy, with all the stamina, having been rejuvenated to do that. And we can run marathons and we can run our businesses and our lives, but it's important to have that counterbalance of going deep within to find really the core of our source of life, which is that inner oneness. And as a microcosm for the macrocosm that also has that same oneness in the world around us. Now, two more important aids to this, besides having these soft, gentle, flowing, at ease images, letting go, melting, and that is the use of color and sound. Now, I like to use all the colors on the green, blue, violet side of the rainbow. And these are the colors that are relaxing as opposed to stimulating. These are the colors that can help us let go and be at peace. And all the different layers of our consciousness, because these principles are universal, and they involve the at-oneness of our consciousness within ourselves. And among the things, you can pick a room in the temple and sanctuary we discussed before, and where buckets of blue are poured all over the body. Or you may drink something blue. I think I have here a little prop here. We have a nice, beautiful blue cobalt glass I picked up in the Virgin Islands on the island of St. John. You can also get a blue, bright cobalt blue bottle, and here we can imagine drinking here this blue colored water. Or blueberry juice, or, so that also our internal organs are bathed with this color of blue. Or you can imagine that someone is spraying kind of with nano, or the finest particles, the color blue, so that it penetrates deep into the body. There are, you can imagine someone painting your body with organic paints, food-based paints that are just cover your entire body with blue, the way you might have a massage therapist put mud over it in a mud therapy over the entire body, and so on and so forth. And the purpose, again, is to reach that deep state of letting go, of really letting go and being at peace within. The other great technique and tool is to use sound as well. And there are many wonderful tapes. I happen to like Steve Halpern especially, but there are many other wonderful meditation tapes. There actually are a couple of sacred music conferences in the US. They're listed on our website in the article on meditation. We have many chanting approaches that help to deeply relax. And from the Orient, we have the sound of Om, and in the Middle East, the word Shalom. We have our own, in the English language, we have the word Home, all of which have this Om sound, and the O represents the circle, the uncornered, where all points are blended together in non-opposition, making a complete oneness. And that O sound is formed when we round our lips, and it is let out with the M, so that the M reverberates that sound of oneness to the rest of the world and to a part of our body that we want to direct it towards. And so we can chant that Om, and I often imagine that I'm in a room surrounded by Tibetan monks who have chanted this all their lives and who then help me again to allow that sound of oneness to penetrate the parts of my body that most need healing and that most need to come back to their own inner oneness. You can again repeat this over and over again until the part of the part of your body that is the target or that most is hyperactive or in pain or itching or whatever the state is then affected by that sound. You can also combine all these things, and you can imagine water that is flowing, and that as it flows it has a beautiful color blue, and as it also touches your body and the energies of your body, you feel at the same time the sound of Om, of Hum, of Shalom, of Aum, of deep relaxation and oneness penetrate every part of your being. Now, as you do these practices, you will find you won't need coffee in the morning, because you will feel much more energetic, and not only energetic and like a machine that you can go to a factory and pack up more goods, per hour, and pack 10 boxes instead of 5 boxes because you had a cup of coffee. But you're going to be more productive and creative because your consciousness is more present to whatever you're doing, and your life will be fuller and ultimately healed. And so we recommend a daily meditation practice, and so that all parts of your being to complete depth and integrity can be healed, can be whole, can be at one. So that's the message of what I call raw wisdom meditation, and we hope you will visit our website. We have many other tools there that are similar to this topic. There are 5 actually master keys of healing. We actually have 5 master keys of healing that are on the website, and we hope you'll explore all of those. We have research materials on diet and other lifestyle changes, and how we can better relate to our environment, the world around us, and the cosmos as a whole. So that's the message, and Shalom, Om Shanti, and be at peace.